So hello, konnichiwa. That's good. Hello, I'm Hikari Saiga. I'm a student at Waseda University in Japan. But from last fall, from this summer, I studied in the University of Washington, Seattle, as an exchange student. Thank you. I'm happy to be back in the United States and have a time to share a story at Urbana. First, I want to talk about my cultural background. I grew up in Japan most of my life, and I'm an ordinary Japanese student. Being unusual was risky and scary thing in Japan. In this culture, acting as Christian, which is 1% of population, is an ordinary thing. Therefore, I was afraid of talking about my faith to my friends. I desired to work for God, but also I kept my faith private at the same time. Although I had no courage to show my faith to others, God made it public. When I was in Seattle, I was involved in college student fellowship at the church, which was held on Tuesday night. One night, I was to go there as usual, and I was having dinner with other international students before the fellowship. I was too afraid to talk that I am going to church. So I just said, I am going to my dorm instead. Then one guy, whose name was Yu, and also who was an exchange student from my home university, said that he's going back to the dorm as well. So we walked along, and it was really awkward moment for me. And at the last moment before I had to turn to the other side, I finally told him that I'm going to church. Then he said, "That sounds cool. I want to go as well." I was like, what? Yeah. And that was not the thing I expected at all, and not the reaction I experienced from other Japanese students. But he came to the fellowship, and at the same time, he signed up for the small group Bible study at the first meeting. Yeah, that was really awkward time, actually. And yeah, I was really surprised that actually some people want to come to church. A few weeks later, I had an opportunity to join a conference like Urbana. And at that conference, although I felt I was a guest in the US for 1 year exchange, I was encouraged to reach out to the people on the margins, such as international students like me. So I prayed God that He will use me as a tool to ask people to join our community. Energized by that, one Sunday morning, I texted you that, "Do you want to come to Sunday service at the church today with me?" And at the time, I was not using a nice smartphone, but I was using a BlackBerry phone. Maybe some people know, but a BlackBerry phone has many buttons below the screen. And after I text you, I put my phone in my backpack. And after the service, he came to the service, thanks God. And after the service, I realized that I got 20 replies on the phone, and I was really shocked. Somehow, some keys on my phone got pushed in my backpack, and the text, "Do you want to come to church?" the text sent to most of my contact lists on the phone. Seriously. Yeah. And I was really surprised, but some people actually accepted my invitation and came to the church next week. Thank you. Thank you. However, at that time, I was really mad at Jesus. I felt, why did you make me lose face? It was really embarrassing to me. However, thinking from now, it was an amazing thing. not only my phone, but overall my exchange life was amazing. Where was it? Okay. Although God made me lose faith, He gave me a new face as a Christian, new identity to spread gospel, and reach out to my friends. And also, a girl from my dorm replied to the text, came to the church, and she is still seeking God. She told me that she really wanted to involve in Christian community and see God's work. The BlackBerry phone worked to build a relationship between me and her to talk about faith. And moreover, the guy from my college, Yu, came to faith. He accidentally came to church, and it was really awkward for me, but God kept touching to him, and he was baptized this June. I'm still afraid to talk about God to my friends. However, through my journey in the US, I learned that God used me anyway and continue to use me. It's hard to get out from comfort zone by myself, but when I pray, God will give me a new face to move forward. I want to share a verse of Bible and close this time. Isaiah 6:8. Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send? And who will go for us? And I said, "Here am I, send me." Thank you for listening.